Hey, fellow Schneider drivers, Friendly Bill coming at you. I am at the Portland OC. This is my home OC. This is where I park my truck and get in my personal vehicle and drive to Washington State to be with my kids. We have a camping trip planned for the 25th through the 30th. We have another camping trip planned from July 19th to July 30th. So I've got some home time coming up. I've been with Schneider for 4 years, so I get 10 paid holiday days, 10 vacation days paid. I'm going to take them all. I am very excited. Not all trucking companies give you paid holiday days. Some of the smaller, I don't know which ones. I know Schneider does it. I don't know about Swift or Werner or whatever it's called. I don't know. But that's what's going on with me. I haven't made a video in a while. I've been super busy. When I'm on the road, when I'm driving the truck, I drive the truck. I try to drive 11 hours a day. That may mean I'm putting in a 14-hour day. That may mean I'm actually working 16 hours, not all registering it all as drive time or on duty time. So it's not unusual to do a 16-hour day. That's just the way trucking is. If it sounds like something you want to do or get involved in, you should go for it. I'm not a recruiter. I'm not a coach. I'm not a Viking. I'm not any of those things. There's a lot of things I'm not. What I am is I'm a Schneider driver that likes to make videos for Schneider drivers. I'm not saying if you're not a Schneider driver you can't watch my videos, but you know, this is going to be a small channel. You know, I do it to help because I was a brand new driver 4 years ago. Brand new. I'd never been in a truck. I had never driven a truck. I had never been in the trucking industry. I was a graphic design geek. Okay, most of my career I was at a computer creating little graphics and doing all this, and then I got into marketing and I was doing that. So I had no trucking experience whatsoever. Once again, I'm at the Portland OC. They actually got me here to Portland early. My actual time off is supposed to start on the 25th, and I'm here. It's the 21st, so my load delivers tomorrow, the 22nd. I think they're going to give me some little short local loads, which nobody likes little short local loads. OTR drivers don't like those little short local loads, but I don't really care because I'm getting ready to go on vacation, so they can give me a bunch of little local things. It's not going to bend me out of shape. I'm going to enjoy it because I'm getting ready to go on vacation, and that's that. So Schneider has updated the tablet. They've been working on these tablets for about, I'd say they started introducing the tablets about 3.5 years ago. When I first started, they were still using the old Qualcomm system. I like the Qualcomm. They started introducing the tablets, and boy, they were really cutting their teeth with the tablets. There were a lot of problems. They were always going down. The tablets now seem like they're pretty solid. There's a lot of options. You can look at weather. You can do compass and watch videos, and there's just a lot. Fuel solutions. There's just a lot on these new tablets. I think they're a very useful tool. They do go down once in a while, and when I say they go down, basically what happens is they lose communication with the satellites. Either it's in the truck system, it's the tablet itself, or maybe you're just out of range of a satellite at that moment. They don't really go down, they just lose connection. I do find last night my tablet lost connection, and I couldn't log into it. So I couldn't log in, I didn't have navigation, I didn't have my hours of service, I didn't have my workflow, I didn't have anything because I couldn't log into the tablet. I talked to IT for a bit, and long story short, I started driving the next day using a paper log, and once I got out of that area that I was in, I got about 10 miles out of that area, and bang, I was able to log into the tablet. So sometimes when your tablet goes down, it's not really broken, it's just lost connection. And before you say, oh, I can't drive the truck, I can't move the truck, I suggest continuing on with your work assignment and try to log in at a later time. Now, if you do that, you have to always log your time. You have to either have a paper log or the ELD. So you have to, if you're going to do that, you got to start your paper log. You always want to have a record, and you want to make decisions wisely. Okay, so some of you, I always recommend having a secondary navigation device. Okay, about 3.5 years ago, I was driving the Northeast, New York, Philadelphia, Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut, Maine. I mean, I was up there in the Northeast, and the navigation system would go down regularly. And instead of stopping and having to stop work and break out the maps, I always had a secondary navigation system. And I actually run both navigation systems at the same time. I run the tablet navigation system, but then I also run this. I got a Garmin trucking navigation system, and let me see. This is it right here. It's a really good one. I love this thing. This is top of the line trucking navigation system. Now, you may ask, why do you run two navigation systems at the same time? Isn't that redundant? Here's the thing. That navigation, I can set that navigation system to look out, way out, 5 miles, 10 miles out. So I know when an intersection is coming up. I know when an exit's coming up. I can see it. Whereas this one I can set for closer, so I know when it, I can get both navigation systems working in tandem, so that I know what's coming up way ahead, and I know what's also right around me. And I really like doing that. I rarely ever miss exits. And as a truck driver, you know that if you miss an exit, you can, or if you take the wrong exit, you can end up in a shitstorm. Say, for instance, you're driving through Pittsburgh. It happened to me. I took the wrong exit. Next thing I knew, I was downtown Pittsburgh, like right, oh my gosh. And it was tough getting the truck through there. So, my suggestion, I like to run two navigation systems simultaneously. It just kind of, I've never had to stop the truck. I don't have to, break out the maps, but I do have maps. I do have my Rand McNally maps also. So, but I like to run two GPS. That being said, Friendly Bill, I'm trying to think if anything else is going on. I mean, I don't know, man. Coronavirus, politics, riots. I'm not going to get into it because this channel is about truck driving. It's about helping Schneider drivers. I just want my subscribers and fellow Schneider drivers to know that if you see me, you can always come and talk. I might want to interview you. I want to start getting maybe some other Schneider drivers' input on my channel. I love the comments, but I want to maybe start doing some interviews. So if I see you or you see me, I may ask you for an interview, a quick little interview, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, I think that's about it. Schneider drivers, you're cream of the crop. You're up here. Also, one other thing. When you pull into a fuel island and there's trucks all across and you're going to have to wait, I suggest pulling in behind the Schneider driver, because my experience is Schneider drivers, we always have a load. We always have somewhere to be. We're always crunched for time. So if you pull in behind a Schneider driver, they're going to fuel up and get on their way, because you can predict that they have a load. And let's say that for some reason they don't have a load. If you're a fellow Schneider driver, they're going to be a lot more receptive to you coming up and saying, hey man, I drive for Schneider too. Hey, are you going to be pulling out of here soon? Or, it's just, you can work with the Schneider drivers as a fellow Schneider driver. So when I pull into a fuel island, they're all full. I always pull behind the other Schneider driver, because I can almost always predict that they are under a load, and they have someplace to be, and they're going to be moving quickly. Friendly Bill, catch you on the flip.